Welcome back to Afternoon Live. After experiencing some dark and scary life changes, our next guest was inspired to ignore status quo and follow her heart, leading her to write a book that sheds light on experiences post-menopausal women endure. Here to share more, we welcome the author of Kissing Strangers, Judy Savinar. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Wonderful. Me about the book. It's a collection of 10 really fascinating stories.
Well, it's you know, random stories about women of a certain age that all meet challenges that we all do at a certain age.
Yeah.
Aging parents, empty nesting, divorce, illness, and how each of these women rose to their own, you know, challenge and persevered and became successful.
You really covered it all.
Well, I did. I mean, I didn't cover it all. I covered some, but
sure.
Mainly to just remind women post-menopausal of how you can get through things and you know you can persevere and come out on top. But the stories have a little twist.
They all do. You find yourself rooting for different people and constantly surprised by different discoveries that you make throughout the stories too.
Oh, good. Yeah, yeah. That's the point, is to be a little surprised at the end.
So tell me about how you started putting this together, because it sounds like being a published author was something that you always dreamed about.
Exactly. Since I was a kid, I mean, I used to be tasked with putting my little brother to sleep. So I would read him a story and he went to sleep within the first 30 seconds, but I had to keep telling the story so I would find out what happened. And it's been a dream of mine to write a book. And so just, you know, I was laid off from a job and I suspect ageism and was very dejected and felt like as a woman of a certain age I was kicked to the curb. But I have a network of great friends and women and who just sort of buoyed me, plus my dream that I didn't want to be also 90 and say I wish I would have written a book.
Absolutely.
So all the stars aligned for me to write it.
You had your own medical journey as well, and you were inspired by other strong women that you saw walk through similar journeys.
Exactly. And just how we can all at any age be put in a situation, but you can, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you have a goal, you can attain your goal. I think it's really important to have a purpose the older you get, so external forces don't dim your light, sort of say.
Is that the biggest thing you hope people take away, that they should have that deeper calling somewhere, and it's there if you can tap into it and put yourself first?
Exactly. I mean, some people, you know, I'm lucky because my passion has been writing, and it always has been, but I believe people, if they sit with themselves long enough and figure out what makes them happy and or happier than doing other stuff in their life. I mean, what is that and how can I do that more?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you have advice for people who think maybe they have an idea of a goal or an ambition, but they're feeling kind of stuck or maybe just scared to go after it?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. I think you have to forge ahead without fear. I mean, we've all heard, what would you do if you weren't afraid?
Right.
You know, and to me, it was like, you know, there's a million zillion great writers in the whole world, and you know, if why would I think for a minute that I could write a book? But if you just take that out of the equation and just trust your own voice and just seriously sit with yourself and say, like, if I liked to cook, or if I like to, you know, want to build a patio or do something that, you know, just start without fear of failure or anything else.
I think the more experiences we have in life, you realize everyone has a story to tell or expertise in something. If you just kind of look inward and go, oh yeah, I do know a lot about XYZ.
Yeah, and why aren't I doing it more?
There you go.
Exactly.
And then what about surrounding yourself with supportive people and realizing who those people are?
Yes, and that is, and I am extremely fortunate to have a great network of friends. And you know, you want to, you know, you're compelled to go to the positive, and you want to get rid of the negative and the naysayers and the ones, and you know, that's what I was really buoyed by I have a wonderful community of friends.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Do you find that sometimes, especially women, just go, well, I don't even know what I'm passionate about. I've been taking care of everybody. I've been working. How do I even tap in and find what really inspires me?
And that's where I go back to just sitting with yourself without any external noise and just sit and just really think about the things that make you happy inside. Whatever, you know, maybe you like to make cakes. Maybe, you know, you could write a cake book or eat cakes, eat a lot of cakes.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I know. You know, I kept, but I think that there's a way that you can tap into what makes you happy, and your voice will say, well, we like this. How come we're not doing it more?
There you go.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, well, simple. But
well, I'm glad that you took the time and put this book together. They're really fascinating characters.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you for stopping by.
This has been awesome. I appreciate it very much.
So
Thank you.
great chatting with you. Okay, Judy's book again is Kissing Strangers. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.